Hi, everybody. Um, Good morning. Good morning, and welcome to Online Finance. Will be the He will be our first viewer today. Let's see. So, let's see. Will be our first viewer today. Okay. Let's see. Angela Anthony, Mr. Paul. So good to see you. How are you today? Welcome, Alabi Joseph. Welcome, Brume Franklin. Welcome, Oriyomi. Queen Oriyomi, so good to see you. And Queen Oriyomi, happy friend anniversary on Facebook. So nice knowing you. So today, last week, I shared something on. I was doing it. I'm presently doing it. Thank you, King Paul. Thank you. I'm presently doing a book review by Dr. Sunday Adelaja, which the book title is "Money Won't Make You Rich." That's that's the book review I'm doing presently. Welcome, Meg Doris. So good to see you. Good morning to you. And let me know where you guys are watching from. Just let me know. Just write where you're watching from. I want to know where you're watching from. So I'm presently doing a book review. Like I said, oh, happy birthday to Queen Oriyomi. I wish you a blessed birthday, and I wish you the best in life. I wish you what the best life can offer. From my heart, I'm giving you a gift. So welcome, Raphael Obayelu. So good to see you. So today I'm going to be sharing. Um, I'm still on the book review, but I'm going to be sharing on how you can actually manage your finances better, how you can manage your money, how you can manage your resources better, and that there are some things that you already know, but something about human is that sometimes we need people to actually remind us of those things so that we can actually be on top of our game so that we can do well in life also. And that's why I'm here to ensure that your finances are well managed and your resources are actually well managed. But before I go further, please go and hit your share button. I want everybody should share this so that people can listen to this anytime they want to. So the first point is that, remember I said I'm going to just tell you things that you need to know on how you can manage your finances. And the first point I want to share with you today is for you to minimize your expenses. I know you've heard that over and over again. Number one, how you can help manage your finances better is to minimize your expenses. Expenses are, we can't do spending money. Welcome, Joseph Lassie. So good to see you. We can't do without spending money. That I know, and you and I know that every part of our lives, we are going to keep spending, investing. But one thing you must always have at the back of your mind is for you to do all you can to minimize your expenses. There's a law of laws of money that says don't spend money on the things you can do without, and that's how you can actually minimize your expenses. If you go to a store, you go to a shop, and you notice that, okay, can I do without it, and you know you can do without it, let it go. But one of the best ways of managing your money well, number one, is to minimize your expenses. Don't forget that. Do all you can to minimize your expenses. Number two, welcome, Sean Yaya. How are you today? Number two, cut down on number one. I already said minimize your expenses. So don't forget that. Number two is that cut down on your expenses and invest the rest. So once you've worked on, you already know. I advise that you have a clear budget or a clear sum of what you spend on a monthly basis. Once you have a clear budget of what you spend on a monthly basis, you know that in that way you can manage your money properly. Then you can see the amount you are cutting off from your expenses. Learn to actually invest the portion of your finances. Learn to invest it. And people usually, the problem is people don't know where to invest their money. And I usually say almost often and over again, one of the best places you can invest your money is to invest in yourself, is to invest in your gift, is you find out what you are naturally good at. I was listening to Dr. Arams yesterday, and he said one of the best places where your money is what you are good at, what you naturally do, those things that you know that if you close your eyes, you can do them. Then find a way to monetize it. Find a way to render those services to people and let them pay you for it. So cut down on your expenses and invest the rest of your sum. You remember that. Number three, one of the rules also, one of the laws of money to abide. Okay, thank you. Sorry. One of the rules of laws of money to abide by is that before you spend the money, ensure that you multiply it. Before you spend, so let's assume that in a month you are earning $1,000. In a month you are earning $1,000. So before you spend that $1,000, you must you must already have an idea of how do I multiply my resources? How do I multiply my money? So nobody's going to do that for you. It has to be your duty. It has to be your responsibility. So before you spend your money, before you spend any money that comes to your hand, one of the laws to live by is that you won't spend your money unless you multiply it. And part of the points I also got from the book that I'm doing is that unless you can actually, um, how do I put it? Unless you can afford it 10 times more. If you can afford it 10 times more, then you can go ahead and spend it. But before you spend, ensure you multiply your money. The number four point is that um, don't keep liabilities, keep assets. Don't keep liabilities, keep assets. Liability is anything that takes away money from you. Assets are the things that put money in your pocket. Assets are the things that put money in your bank account. Assets are the things that are the resources that you know that multiplies what you have. So don't don't accumulate liabilities, because liabilities will always draw money away from you. Liabilities will always draw resources away from you. So find out, do like analysis test, do like sit down and um, do like in a tabular form your assets and your liabilities. Find out that the things that are taking money away from, and also find out the things that are adding money uh, to your pocket. Reduce your liabilities and increase your assets. You know, reduce your liabilities and increase your assets. And number five point is um, start small. When it comes to saving money, don't be don't be overly bugged by starting with, okay, I want to save 1 million, I want to save 2,000, I want to save $5,000 in a month. You've got to know what you earn. You've got to know what comes to your pocket on a monthly basis, on a daily basis, on an hourly basis. But don't overlook uh, don't overlook those little savings that you have. Don't overlook them. Don't overlook those $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, $20. I usually advise that you have a piggy bank where you can easily money in it. Have a piggy bank where you can easily, if you have $10 or $20, put your money in it, just to ensure that you're not wasting money or you're not wasting resources. But don't overlook those little savings that you make. Don't override it. Don't think it doesn't matter. So one assignment you must give yourself is that no matter how small with what you want to start with, Start saving some money aside for yourself, for your family, for your project, whatever you want to do. Start doing that on a monthly basis. If you want to do that on a weekly basis, it depends on you and it depends on what you earn. So, okay, I'm back. So the number one point is don't look down on the little savings that you make. So don't forget the points that are actually listed through, and minimize your expenses, cut down on your expenses, and invest the rest of your money. Don't spend money if you can't multiply your money. um, don't spend money on less until you multiply your money. Number four, don't keep liabilities but keep assets. Number five, start with small savings. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I hope you've been able to learn something. And I hope I was audible enough. I hope I was audible enough. I wish you a blessed Saturday. I do have a fruitful. Thank you, Queen Oriyomi. Mr. Paul, thank you so much for joining me. It's so good seeing you today. I appreciate you and I celebrate you always. Do have a beautiful Saturday. The same time next week, I'm going to see you.